Hey YouTube, it's Dustin with an A. I'm doing my vlog and sharing my unscripted thoughts about what's going on in my life and my business. So, one thing that I've been thinking about a lot today is there is more opportunity than I realize because I am not organized or systematic enough to consistently be in touch with it. I don't forget. I always follow up with him on time, but there's a person who's trying to sell a house, and I've been talking with him literally for 7 months now. We've been talking consistently, but because his project keeps getting delayed and stuff like that, I just keep forgetting that he's an opportunity in my pipeline. And so I may actually have a listing this month. And I contact him fairly frequently, maybe once every 2 weeks. But I just keep forgetting that there's stuff out there. I need to restructure my office so that my leads board is right in front of me. And every day I get to see where people are, and what I need to do in order to work with them efficiently. So organization is a big one for me. The other thing that I've been doing is listening to a book about Steve Jobs. I don't remember the title. I will post it in the description. But, Apple has always been think different. And I think that that's really Steve Jobs. The way that he thinks is very inspiring. And looking at his thought process, there's a lot of similarities with what I've been doing, trying to redefine what it means to work with me when you're working in Western Washington. But not just that, I see people doing things, and I don't say anything on Facebook, but I see a lot of people posting about how great it is to be a realtor or how hard it is to be a realtor. And they're not telling a story. They're just posting informational diagrams and stuff like that. And it's 187 ways a realtor helps you sell your property. That's great, man. I can't remember 2 different ways to make the bed in the morning. How am I gonna what is that doing? That's just showing, look how great I am. Look how awesome realtors are. It's not telling people a story. And so with my posts lately, I've been trying to tell people stories. And I'm rewriting my pre-listing packet and my listing consultation so that when I do have that opportunity, my message is consistent with my brand. And I look at other agents' pre-listing and listing packets, and again, it's not telling a story. They're not even organized in a way that is super functional. Some do it better than others. I'm not saying that I'm perfect, far from it. And I know that there's a better way to do it out there, and somebody's doing it. Until I can find that person, I'm going to have to do my best to become that person. So, the last thing that I'm doing is I'm challenging myself to innovate and bring non-real estate concepts into real estate. Today I was looking at home ec because what I realized is this value proposition that I'm trying to put together for people before, during, and after they're ready to move is, I want to teach you how to be a homeowner, how to do personal finance, how to cook, how to just live a better life in general. And I was like, wait a minute. There was a class in high school about that. I didn't take it. Only a couple people did. But there was something, and it's not very common nowadays, and it is a foundational skill. This is the reason why I don't like public schools. I mean, I went to them, but the foundational skill of how to live a well-balanced life where you can support yourself, you have the option to live as frugally as you want because you have the skills to literally pay the bills. Like, how to budget. And so trying to bring some of the concepts from home ec into real estate, literally becoming an ambassador of home ownership, which that's kind of the working term, but I don't like that, so that's not permanent. But just trying to encourage people to break the mold. And it's kind of ridiculous because in our society, we have so many entrepreneurs. It's basically like, if you don't know what you want to do and you don't like working for somebody else, guess what? You're an entrepreneur. But nobody treats their home life like that. Nobody looks at, how do I maximize my life at home? And so the next thing that I'm going to work on after my pre-listing packet, and I'm just coming up with this now, I need to put together a pre-buyer packet where it's like, hey, you're a year or 2 years out from buying your first home. Here are the things that you have to be doing in order to get where you need to go, because it is a process. And how valuable would it be if I could say, hey, you're 2 years plus out. Did you know that I have a system in place so that before you're even looking at the market, like even before you want to see homes, you can learn the skills that a homeowner has, and you can do these things at any age? That's a really good idea. This is why I'm doing this, because just sometimes you need to verbalize all the stuff that you've put out there, or all the stuff that you're thinking. And this is the first time I've said this stuff out loud and connected the dots. I'm so happy about that. I've got a lot to do. Now's a good time to do it, though, because everybody in my pipeline is 1 to 6 months out, except for that one guy. But This is Dustin with an A. And if you watch till the end, thanks.